Hello there everyone, this is Chillainous. Welcome back to another Neofly Microsoft Flight Sim video. I had a lot of fun on the last one, and now that I've had a good night's sleep, we are awake nice and early. It is currently 7:34 AM, and we have one passenger wanting to travel to Gawler, which is just up the road from Parafield Airfield. Let's load up Neofly here as we do some on-the-fly editing. So, here we go. We are flying. I've also realized now that I don't think these things here come into effect unless everything is lit up, where it becomes a problem. So, I think we are a lot better with these things here. We can ignore them for now because it says this, this one here. Your entire flight must be completed at night. I doubt that someone will want to be traveling in the middle of the night if they can help it. I mean, there are some people that like red-eye flights, but I doubt that that will be a thing there. We'll be landing at Yankee Golf Alpha. Oh, what is W? I am drawing a blank. I'm still half asleep myself. But the fees will be $130. It says 165 feet, that's the elevation of the airfield, and we'll have 3,000 feet of runway to land. We will be landing runway 5. Or is it 0? Yeah, runway 05. So we'll have a nice easy in to the airfield here. It's a small one. I believe that this runway here is, oh my lord, I keep forgetting to press the buttons. Here we go. I believe that this runway here is concrete and this one here is dirt. I'm not too sure. Also, I'm having some weird stutters on the main screen here, and I can't understand why. Either way, we'll be flying out runway 03 left by the looks of it from Parafield Airfield and making our way up to Gawler. It'll be a nice quick flight of only about 12 nautical miles, and it will pay 1,785 minus that 130. With that, I think I've rambled on long enough. Let's get into the ground. It is a beautiful morning here in Adelaide, as you can see from the overview here. It's absolutely gorgeous. Ready to fly. We are. And we will be cold starting the engine once again. I'm going to try and do as much as I can from memory, although, as I said before, it is first thing in the morning, so I am also struggling a little bit. So I'm going to get the battery and the alternator on, and I'm going to turn on, I think it's the nav lights show that there's someone in the plane and that it is getting ready to go. Make sure that our brakes are on. They are. We'll have a look at the yoke, make sure it is being responsive. Can I please turn back on the yoke? I was pressing the wrong thing. Beautiful. Everything seems to be responsive here. Check the flaps. Yes. Trim. Yep, that is working as well. Lovely. Everything going quite well here. So with that, let's have a chat. I've also installed Skyforce Sim. I'm not sure how we're going to use it at this point here, but it will bring up our phone here. There we go. As it loads. I'm not sure how this is going to work, but maybe we can figure this out at some stage here. I'm excited to get into using things like this. If you have an idea of how it could be used, please let me know in the comments. But for now, we can use it as a VFR map as well. And I may, because Gawler runs along Main North Road here, or to get to Gawler, comes up along Main North Road here. Let's close that, and let's see if we can start this plane all by ourselves. I'm a little bit scared, but these guys here are already on, so we don't have to worry about that. We'll prime it just a couple of times. Set the fuel to full. Quarter in. Carb heat is already in. Let's get this plane started, hopefully. Oh, we are losing some revs. Okay, we may not have primed it enough, but that is definitely not going. Let's give it another prime. There we go. Now let's try and turn it on. Okay, we have done something very wrong here. I'm sure that that's all you needed. Maybe I'm not giving it enough throttle. That does not appear to be the case. It appears I have missed something. Let's go check our checklist here. This is embarrassing. The fuel shutoff valve. Oh! The one thing I forgot was the fuel shutoff. Let's give it another couple primes here. There we go. It was the one thing I forgot. Fuel shutoff valve. If you're running the 152, be sure you do the fuel shutoff valve as well. Let's give it a little bit there. There we go. Now we're at 9,000. Right, let's bring up the ATC, and once again I'm going to pop this off to the other screen so that it doesn't obtrude into the gameplay. Let's tune ATIS here and we'll get what the barometer is.
Wind 027 at 5. Visibility 6. Sky condition, few clouds at 1,900 feet, few clouds at 4,800 feet, 18,100 feet scattered. Temperature 7. Dew point 10. Altimeter 29.907. Visual runway 03 right and visual runway 03 left in use.
Alright, 29.9 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. Tune ground. Excuse me. That should have stopped there. Okay. Then I'm also going to hit the barometer set key because we may have that slightly off. Yeah, we had it one click off there. I'm looking right here for our barometer. Okay. Let's head back over to Neofly here. I have made it so that you have to start the mission manually. So from here, go. How do you get it started manually? Here we go. Action button can be used to trigger actions when a mission manual trigger setting is enabled. So let's get that started.
Hello, Captain. Nice to see you again.
Thank you.
From dispatch to transporter. Let's take these passengers to their destination.
They will now load in, although we really should have done the loading in before we started
Transporter,
the plane.
boarding has started.
While they're loading up, let's get our taxi depart to the north clearance.
Harfield Ground, Cessna Charlie 821, request taxi for departure to the north with Charlie.
Cessna Charlie 821 taxi to and hold short of runway 03 left using taxiway Sierra Juliet Juliet Tree cross runway 26 right, Hotel 6 Hotel Bravo Bravo 1. Contact tower on 118.7 when ready.
Okay, so that is a
Transporter
taxi.
from dispatch. All passengers on board. You can ask for the clearance to take off.
Thank you.
You're good to go. Contact the tower.
Taxiing hold short runway 03 left using taxiway Sierra Juliet Juliet Tree, cross runway 26 right, Hotel 6 Hotel Bravo Bravo 1 Cessna 821.
Okay, so with that, I believe we have our taxi clearance. So that was Sierra Juliet Juliet Tree, cross runway 26 right, which I believe is one that goes... Actually, can I zoom in? I just realized I need to click. 23 right. Let's bring up Neofly once more. I believe this runway here is 23 right, which is pretty cool. So we'll be Sierra Juliet, maybe This will be crossing. Maybe it's this way. And then straight down from there. Actually, maybe not. I'm not too sure. Let's go back to the game here and let's start our taxi. Let's have a look here. We will require a pushback by the looks of it. Yes, pushback and straight to the right. But let's let's ask for some ground services. Let's request a pushback.
Parafield Ground Cessna, Charlie 821 requesting pushback.
Cessna Charlie 821 pushback request accepted.
And what I'm going to do is... Oh, I should turn on my nav lights here too. Oh wait, nav is already on. When do you turn on beacon? I hope beacon is when you were getting ready to take off. Maybe it's strobe? Ah, you know what? Let's just turn them all on. And I'll look that up again afterwards. I don't want to get another...
Parafield Ground Cessna Charlie 821
I want
requesting
left.
pushback tug to steer the aircraft to the right.
I'm going to keep the handbrake on just for the parking brake on for a little bit longer. Let's steer to the left. Sorry, that was my
Parafield
bad.
Ground Cessna Charlie 821 requesting pushback tug to steer the aircraft to the left.
Alright. Now I can turn
Charlie
off.
821, your request has been transmitted to the operator.
And then once we are just about in line, let's get that to stop.
Parafield Ground Cessna Charlie 821 requesting the end of pushback.
Beautiful.
Cessna Charlie 821 request to end pushback received.
Thank you very much for your service. I appreciate it. What is going on with their head though? They are like... That looks unnatural. I think we may need to call an exorcist on that one. Ugh. Like they are very much out of the way. Make sure that our parking brake is off. It is. Let's give it a little bit of revvage. So we can get some momentum to start moving. How many revs do you need to give this thing to get it started? It looks like you need about... Oh my lord. I had to give it about 11 to 12. But I don't want to go too hard because it's difficult to keep at a slow taxi speed. I don't think I turned on my taxi lights either. Oh, I did. My landing lights aren't on though. That's fine. See, now we're zipping around too much. Need to find that happy medium, which I'm sure we will find as we continue to fly with the 152. Yes. Seems even about 11,000 revs is too much. Could just be my terrible piloting of this craft. Maybe I need to turn on the Xbox tooltips that tell us just how much throttle is being used. I believe we just crossed over runway 23, right? There's Bravo. I want to say once again, if you enjoy this sort of content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. There will be live streams of Neofly at some stage, and I will be live streaming them here on YouTube. So if you want to see them, that's a way to get a notification when I am going live. Where are we right now? We are on Bravo. Then I believe we turn off onto Bravo 1 right down at the end. So I think that was Bravo 3 that we just passed. Am I moving too fast? I heard a good ground speed movement was about 25 knots. But I can't see exactly what we're doing either. So this here should be Bravo 2 as we look over to... Yeah, it is Bravo 2. I am learning. I've recently upped my textures too, so I can actually see things properly rather than playing on a complete potato, or looking like I'm playing on a complete potato. After the Mount Gambier to Adelaide flight, I realized just how bad some of my settings were, so I could try and get frame rate. However, frame rate isn't the biggest deal in this game. Especially once you get up into the air. It's all mainly to do with the ground. So I've upped some of my graphical settings and I'm enjoying being able to read signs rather than them being a blur as we go by. I really should have been dialing in tower as we've been going down the runway here. Into the communications, or into the comm. Alright, stop there. Tower is 118.7. 118.7. Then let's get takeoff clearance VFR from Parafield.
Parafield Tower Cessna Charlie 821 ready for north departure at runway 0 tree left.
Cessna Charlie 821 altimeter 29.97 wind 035 at 6. Departure to the north approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 03 left.
Wind 035 at 6, continue with north departure, cleared runway 03 left.
Cleared for takeoff runway 0 tree left Cessna 821.
Awesome, it's telling us to go right, but that's the end of the runway. If we once again go over to Neofly here, you can see here that the end of the runway is right here, so we will actually be turning right and departing out this way. I'm pretty sure it means for us to go to the end of the runway, turn around, and move on from there. We have plenty of runway to play with. I don't believe we need to do that. Give it 15 degrees of flaps. Let's turn off the taxi lights and turn on the landing lights. We'll probably only be flying a few thousand feet in the air. What was the cloud cover? 1900 feet. We'll probably only be flying just below that. We don't have a very long flight to do. And here we go. Give it everything. I'm going to set the pitch trim to be very slightly higher than I normally would. Passing Bravo 2. Let's climb. I took off much later than I should have too. It was 60 knots instead of 50.
We hope you enjoyed your stay here.
Thank you.
We'll look forward to welcoming you back soon.
Alright, let's set some of that pitch trim to go up a little more. I didn't realize just how much I would need. As I go over to Neofly, I will then track the plane here. So now, as you can see here, the plane is... This isn't meant to be satellite imagery. As you can see here now, we are going over Salisbury with Main North Road just to our right. Cessna 821, continue north departure.
Parafield Tower Cessna Charlie 821 continue for north departure.
So there is... Oh, you can't even really see it. Oh wait, yes you can. No you can't. Where am I? Yeah, Main North Road is being covered up by the everything. This right here is Main North Road. Alright. I just realized you couldn't see that because I'm still getting used to the everything. As we enjoy a lovely sunrise here with our passenger, who is invisible. We're not going to fly up too high, as I mentioned. However, in Neofly... Actually, I wonder if I can show you this on SkySim now. I wonder if it's integrating enough here. Oh, look, it is not showing our flight path. But essentially, we'll cross over the Elizabeth train tracks here. Reminds me of a story that I saw on the news of a bus driver heavily assaulted in Elizabeth. Typical Elizabeth, honestly. I remember when it was such a nice place. Now it really is. So we're going to cross...
Leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Thank you very much. Frequency change, Cessna Charlie 821.
Harfield Tower Cessna, Charlie 821 frequency change.
It's unfortunate that we can't get it to show that one there. Let's tune Gawler Airfield, which I believe is 122.9. Then we'll just announce a full stop landing on the position.
Yankee Charlie Victor Golf, traffic Cessna Charlie 8215 miles southeast, 1,300 feet inbound to land runway 2.
Runway 2? No, runway 5. Oh, maybe it is runway 2. And runway 2, runway 20. Alright, hang on. I need to do a little bit of research here. Because I'm sure it was 5 and 23. As I check the runways for landing, there's 20 and 2. So maybe the other airstrip is unavailable. Alright, we're getting up to 1,700 as we get very close to the cloud layer. Flying over Elizabeth North right now. I think if we were really flying a plane around here, we would have to go around one of the airfields that's just... Oh, we are pretty far away from it. There it is, just over here-ish. Lots of memories out here for me too. That's why I love flying in Adelaide. Alright, let's start dipping down. We are getting a little too close to that cloud and I don't want to be anywhere near it. About halfway through our flight now though. So I have plenty of time. Actually, let's start our descent very lightly. Really love this whole... It's weird. This area here, this is actually how it is. It goes very dry and arid into something a lot more rich. I suppose that is because of the amount of water being used by council and everything. We'll drop some speed and we'll start our pitch trim going downwards. We go dropping down from 1,900 feet. It's still trucking onto Edinburgh Airfield. I think my pitch trim is still just slightly too high. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's just slightly down. As it is about to tick over to 8 AM, we should be able to see the airfield any moment. Yes, we are just a little bit too far away still, and there is 8 AM. Start making our way to 1,000. Still going to try and land this well. As always. I can't believe this is still such a long video as well, considering I felt like this was a fast start. It definitely was compared to last Neofly episode. Gaining a lot of speed here probably for the reason of descent. Let's back off the throttle quite a bit. Oh my, that is Gawler Airfield right in front of us. I am in a horrible position. Let's drop off all of our speed here. And let's just say we're on final.
Yankee Charlie Victor Golf Traffic Cessna Charlie 821 is on final runway 2 to land.
I would love to get some charts where I can see the approaches, the patterns, and everything. That would be really, really cool. Here we go. We are lining up with the runway. We're still very high. Unfortunately, this tower here has... this airfield here has no tower, so I can't even ask for wind or anything. As we come down, being pushed a little bit left to right, maybe 500. Well, actually, that'd be 400, 300, 200. Give it another stage of flaps. This is a very, very jank landing. But it looks like it might actually be one of our smoothest.
Dispatch to pilot. That looked like a butter smooth landing from here.
Thank you.
Please exit the runway and taxi to parking.
I felt like that was a pretty
Taxi
good
to parking
landing too.
and shut down your engine.
Taxi to parking. Where are we parking? Looks like everything is just along the strip here, but I'm sure we have a marshal. Sorry, a marshal. Alright, let's come off here at Delta. And let's turn off our landing lights and turn on taxi lights. Taking it a little bit wide there. It was actually a very nice landing. I'm very happy with that. Not so happy with the approach again. I'm quite a critical person of myself, so... But that landing was, all things considered, very nice. Alright, let's see if we can find our marshal. Looks like he's hiding out over there somewhere, maybe. I guess it doesn't matter. We can park wherever we want. Is there one over here? No. There he is. Looks like I might be round the wrong side. Yeah, which way are they facing? Well, they do appear to be facing this way, actually. Hello there. Dude, what are you doing getting in front of the aircraft? Well, that being said, and this idiot right here, we are landed in Gawler. So now we can turn off the engine and everything. Let's take out the mixture, take out the throttle. Let's turn off the power to the engine. Turn off the fuel valve. And let's turn off the alternator and the battery.
Transporter, you can open the doors and begin the disembarkation.
I keep forgetting that there's an auto button for that now. I wonder if there's a button to do that, to continue it for other things. But that is the flight from Parafield Airport to Gawler. As I said, I didn't really like the approach. But that being said, the landing was very nice, and I'm excited to see what sort of information we get about that landing. I'm glad we didn't go much higher than 1900 feet.
Okay, pilot. That's all the passengers off the plane. Thank you. Over and out.
Thank you. Let's head over to Neofly now.
Everything is on board.
I don't have anything that's on board. Wow, this one here was... What was this one here? This one here was 137 feet per minute. This one here was 6 feet. Wow, I don't think we're going to get another landing quite that smooth for a long time. And now we are sitting at Gawler Airfield, so from here we might just... I'm not sure if we'll move back down to Adelaide. We'll probably sit around Adelaide for a little while here. Let's have a look here. I am looking for my information. We still didn't get the lights. Bonus security, landing light, beacon, taxi, and speed. Oh, beacon and taxi speed. We're probably going over the taxi speed. So I'm not really sure, but we did get no stall over speed. We did get a comfort landing, and we didn't really have much banking or anything to do. Our vertical speed down, our feet per minute might have been a little bit uncomfortable. But that being said, I'm going to maybe talk to the Discord about what this entails and see if we can figure out how to make that a thing that we can get as well. Oh wait, we're looking at this one here. Not the top one, this one here. I can't believe we got a 6. That is incredible. And with that, we are now up to $8,055. Okay, I can't find the information. Oh, here we go. This is the information I'm looking for here in the log. As we come up, we landed at Gawler at 68 knots. 5 XP granted for the butter smooth landing. That's nice. Taxi to parking and shut down the engines, which we did. Press the action button to hand over to ground staff, which we did. The flight time was 20 minutes. Aircraft stress respect bonus granted with 6 XP. 6 XP for the payload realism bonus. You qualify for 1 star. Your qualification score gives you a rate of 1 times. Total flight XP was 31 XP. We used 7 pounds of fuel, $130 in airport fees. But with that, we made 1,785, and the XP for the passenger is 10 XP. I like it. So thank you so much for watching today. I do appreciate it. If you liked it, don't forget to like it and subscribe if you want to see more and the following live streams. By the time this video goes out, there may have been 1 or 2 already done. So we will see how that all goes. But thank you once again for your time. I will see you again, hopefully in the next video. Until then, take care. Ciao.